Welcome to another episode of Content Drama. Okay, so a lot of people already talked about this. I actually want to talk about something that I feel like it's not being mentioned enough. I mean, it's mentioned in like passing, but it's like, and I think this is pretty true. I think everyone kind of is aware of it. Content creators don't know what friendships are. They say like, "Oh, we are friends." It's like, bro, no, you are like you colleagues, you are like, you're familiar with each other, but like, bro, you are not friends. Okay? In this situation of like iDubbbz and H3 and Ethan, it's like the like people are taking it into the context of, and Asmongold does it too. I do have a video here from Asmongold that I want to talk about, and people are like, oh, like he treats this as a transactional relationship or whatever because he defended me, now I have to defend him, and it's like, realistically speaking, right, without any bullshit, friendships are transactional. Not in the sense that it's like you owe me one or whatever, but in the sense that it's like if you are putting 100% to the friendship and like you love this guy, he's your friend, you're gonna defend him, you're gonna fight for him, whatever, and he doesn't put the same energy, you are not friends. It's a one-sided friendship. You are actually not friends. So Ethan saying that it's like I was expecting you to do this because we are friends, and he's like, oh, I feel like this is a transactional relationship. Then I'm sorry, but like friends have uses, right? It's like, yeah, you hang out with them or whatever, but it's like you go to war for your friends, right? It's like you don't just like become friends with people, like you build trust with them, like you have shared morals and stuff like that. It's like it's something, right? It's a pretty big deal being a friend. Most people don't have many friends, right? Most people have a shit ton of familiars, and like I'm sure there's going to be some libtard here. It's like, oh, I have 100 friends. Like, say you love Trump, see how many friends you have left. Okay, I'm talking about actual friends, not what you think that friends are. It's like, oh, we agree on everything, so we are friends. Like, no, that's not how it actually works. You can disagree with your friends, still be friends. You can argue, you can fight with your friends and still be friends. That's not like something that friends like don't do. Okay, it's like at the end of the day, it's I wouldn't say it's family, but it's more than just like whatever content creators have, right? So I'm gonna watch this clip and then I'm gonna put some context into it.
Like people like Anissa are the perfect example because she's friends with these people. She's friends with Denims. Denims is streaming this story about our
I'll show
kid
that, yeah.
getting Giarda from the dog, whatever.
I'm sorry, I'll accept this take, this position from anyone except you guys. You
Why?
have laid the groundwork for this type of streaming, which is watching people shit and giving your unfiltered reaction to it. Why would you expect Anissa, of all people, to say something to Denims? Okay, so by
Oh wait, hold on. You know what?
that logic, we should be saying shit to you guys all the time. But I have a
That's not
feeling
how
you
it
guys
works.
wouldn't like if we said shit like that to you all the time. Yeah.
So here's the difference. One, when your friends are talking too much shit and you think it is not in their benefit to do it, you don't have to talk to them all the time. You can just be like, yo, bro, is everything okay, man? You kind of like, no, losing your shit about this. Are you cool? Like, what's going on? You can have a conversation with them, okay? And if they say, it's like, yeah, it's fine, man, whatever, like, this is what we believe in, you're like, okay, cool, whatever. Keep on keeping on. It's all good. Like, do you, as long as it's not illegal, whatever, as long as it doesn't cross some boundary. Sure. Okay. So having a conversation to begin with is something you would do with friends. But here's the problem. Denims and her posse, okay, they sent child support services, right? Is that what they're called? Child support services, CSS, or yeah, I think it's CSS. Anyway, so they sent them to Hila and Ethan's house, and Denims was, encouraging this behavior, right? At this point, if you are friends with Hila and Ethan, forget about just like calling them, talking to them, whatever. You should actively be like, yo, I'm friends with both of you. This is not a cool behavior. You, as the person in the middle between two friends, you are technically expect to be some sort of mediator. You don't have to make them friendly to each other or whatever, but you have to call them out when they cross a line. Them talking shit about one another, that's fine. That's whatever. Like, that's not a big deal. Them taking actions like this that can put lives at risk, that is crossing a line. And you not understanding this just shows you don't understand what a friendship is. You literally don't. Like, how do you think that this is acceptable? There's a difference between talking shit and calling up I think it's a federal agency, right? Either a state agency or federal agency, to go into that person's house to basically scare the kids, to make it seem like they're not good parents, like they're abusing their parents, like they let their dog die, like they abused their dog. You don't think there's like some line that was crossed here? Are you fucking serious? You guys are shitty friends. I'm sorry, you don't know what friendship is. Like, oh, well, you know, we're just gonna, as he says here, I'm just gonna put this friendship on hold. This is like too hot for me. Then you're not a friend. Friends are not there for the good times. You have friends because there are bad times, and bad times actually tell you what a true friend is. I have this clip. This is actually pretty funny. I love this.
You get him sold?
$3 million.
Shit, you seem pretty pissed off for $3 million, honey.
Yeah. For the past 5 hours, it's just been one question swirling around in my mind. How is that smug prick your friend?
Well, about 20 years ago, he was training horses for your dad, and he took his help out to this bar, and I was with this girl, dating her, and...
Oh, I want that bitch's name and last known address.
Girl.
Oh, so now
I
you're
love this
dancing
show.
with this fucking whore?
Honey, do you want me to finish the
Yeah,
story?
fine. Go ahead.
Well, I told this guy to back off. He didn't. And I introduced his fucking face to the floor. So one of these railroad workers walks over to Travis and he goes, "You better take a walk." And Travis is like, "I can't do it. You want to get to him, you got to come through me." So the next thing I remember, man, we're getting the shit kicked out of us. We're on the ground, getting kicked, stomped. And I look over at Travis and I'm like, is he smiling? And he goes, "Rip, I think we got him where we want him." I mean, shit, Beth, how many friends you got like that?
That's what friends are for. They're not there just to hang out with you and have a good time and a laugh. They're literally there when shit goes down. That's what you have friends for. You build these relationships for survival. That is literally like the most primitive way to look about it. It is also a survival mechanism. For both of you, by the way. This is not like a one-sided thing. Both of you need this for survival. Okay? That's a friend. Right? Even if he's like, yo, Rick, you're in the... I think his name is Rick. Rick, you're in the wrong. Right? Like, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, what are you doing, bro? You don't put down your friend in front of others. You defend your friend and against strangers. Obviously, if like everyone is like friendly and whatever, then you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, if you're all one group. But if it's strangers, bro, no, you defend your boy, and then in private, you're like, yo, bro, what the fuck was that, bro? It's just like, like, why are you getting us in all of this trouble? Then you fucking do the math if like this friendship is worth it. But at the moment, bro, no, you're fucking dealing with this shit, right? This is what friends are for. You don't just abandon him when shit hits the fan, like basically what he did, right? It's like, oh, Ethan says like, oh, he didn't defend me against, he didn't say anything when his ex-moderator or ex-editor or whatever was talking mad shit about me and whatever. It's like, why not? I'm not saying like you should go like all out of your way, but like even just make a comment like, yo, dude, like, not cool. Like, even like that. Even just that. Like, bro, stick by your friends, man. Otherwise, you just actually don't have friends. It's like, oh, but I don't want the internet heat and whatever, right? It's like, then you're a pussy. I'm afraid of the internet heat I'm gonna get because I'm defending Ethan, who's my friend. Then you're a fucking pussy. Then he's not your friend. Anyways, and then there's Asmongold's take here, which is also very interesting.
I actually have a lot of friendships that are kind of that way, where it's like, you know, one of the friends doesn't fuck with the other friend, but there is someone in the middle who kind of fucks with both of them.
Yeah, he's the mediator. He makes sure that they don't cross the line with one another. That is literally his job. Yeah, like I said, right? Like, because you won't be able to be friends with both of them if one of them, let's say, wants the other one dead. You can't be friends with both of them. Because if they end up in a fight, you're gonna have to pick a side. You can't just like be like, oh, hands off, right? It's like, oh, I'll let them decide who wins this. No, you're gonna have to fucking, like, you are the friend. You are there to pick to back up your boy. Which one are you gonna back up if both of them are fighting? So you have to make sure that they don't fight. Otherwise, you're just not a good friend to either of them. Or basically, you're just not a friend.
But separately, yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
of friendships
sure.
that are like that. I'm not gonna make you guys like meet up and kiss.
People
And
do
and,
that.
and here's why I'm saying I think content creators don't know what real friends are. Now I don't know. I think Asmongold has a real life friends, and then he has the content creator friends. They are not the same. They are not actually friends. They are content creator friends, colleagues, whatever. They're friendly to one another, but they're not actually friends.
That with
Because
me and
otherwise, this scenario should not be happening.
Hassan with Nick. Like, Nick's friends with Hassan and Nick's friends with me.
He's not.
I'd never make Nick choose. He's a
You don't
grown-
have to make him choose. Nick has to choose, or Nick has to diffuse. That is his job as the friend. He can't just be like, I stay out of it. Meanwhile, Hassan is calling Asmongold a pedophile. Nick would be like, yo, Asmongold's not a pedophile. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, that's crossing a line. Like, that's not cool. If Nick was Asmongold's friend, he would go to his friend and be like, yo, bro, like, you can't just say that. You know that's not true. You can't just call him that. That's not cool. Not because, and like, oh, he's gonna risk breaking his friendship with Hassan. Bro, if his friendship with Hassan breaks over this, they are not friends. And if Nick doesn't do it for his friend, he's also not his friend. Then what are you there for? You're literally not being a friend. And it's like, I just don't understand. Maybe like because like they live in an online world, they actually don't have friends at all because they think everyone is out to get them and abuse them, and just the next drama that will happen, everyone's gonna talk shit about them, and it's just like you are just next week's target. So it's like we all gonna meet up at like the TwitchCon, but we all gonna be talking shit about each other, and like, but at TwitchCon we're gonna be cool. No, so you're not fucking friends. I honestly, I just don't know if streamers don't know what friends are. Like, bro, if a friend of mine fucks up, I'll be the first. Well, his wife probably will be the first, but I'll be like the second person there telling him that he fucked up. Right? If he's doing something weird, I'll be like, yo, are you cool? Like, what's going on? Right? If my friend tells me that's like, gets a gambling addiction, bro, I'm on that shit. I'm making him stop being a gambler. Right? It's like I'll try my best, you know? It's absurd to me that like these people are like, oh, we are friends. No, you are not friends. You are literally not friends. You are an associate away, like you're an associate to like create content with, and you're one bad clip away from like total internet drama. That's what you are. You are not friends. It is kind of absurd to me. And honestly, let's be real. Same thing with Asmongold, Nick, and Hassan. Like, Nick is not their friend if he is not mitigating anything between them when Hassan is going way out of his way. Way out of his way to say things about Asmongold, like calling him a Nazi, calling him a pedo. And again, you might believe that. It doesn't matter if you believe that. The question is it true? And honestly, even if it is true, why would you want your friend to talk shit about your friend? That makes absolutely no sense. You are not a friend at that point. So yeah, not just my thoughts. Why am I so heated about this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I get passionate about subjects. It's like when I talk, I try to be passionate. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be monotone about stuff that like are. In my opinion, friendship is something that is extremely important. So maybe that's why I'm just so passionate about this. I don't know. But anyways, that's it for this video. Tell me your thoughts. Don't be an asshole and be like, oh, you're wrong in the comments. Which, like, honestly, fuck it. If you want to just add engagement, do it. But, like, give me your opinion, why I'm wrong. Like, just don't be like this idiot. There we go. Anyways, talk to you later. Peace.
Grown ass man.